morning, everyone. Thank you for inviting me tonight for our topic, caring for your mind, body, and spirit, a holistic approach to mental wellness.
Oftentimes, society references mental illness, but what about mental wellness? Our mind, our body, and our spirit touches all of us because all of us have a mind, a body, and a spirit, and all three matter. The mind never truly rests, even when we're asleep. It's sorting through memories, emotions, and unfinished thoughts. The mind sifts through every conversation, every experience, every joy, every hurt, trying to make sense of it all. And while the mind processes, the body absorbs. The body stores the tension of stress. It stores the weight of worry, and it might even store the lightness of laughter. Our bodies can feel heavy without ever lifting a thing because of the emotional energy we carry. And then there's a spirit. Your spirit is the core of who you are. Oftentimes, spirit is associated with something greater than ourselves, our faith, our prayer. Yet the spirit does not only live in church or scripture. Our spirit can also mean our sense of purpose, our joy, our identity, our creativity, or the love we share with others. Stress is a catalyst in the disruption of the mind, body, spirit connection. Stress is personal. What might feel overwhelming to one person might not bother someone else at all. That's because stress is not just about what's happening around us. It's about how we perceive stress. When we perceive something as stressful, our brain sends a signal to the body to respond. One of the main hormones that gets released is known as cortisol. Cortisol is the hormone that helps us respond quickly in emergencies. It is the fight or flight hormone. Cortisol is a good thing when we need it. Yet in 2025, it seems as though stress is chronically perceived, and therefore, cortisol is chronically released into the body. Too much of a good thing becomes a bad thing. Over time, that constant release of cortisol wears the body down. We might start having trouble sleeping. We might get stomach aches, headaches, or even develop high blood pressure. Our immune system weakens. Our mood begins to shift. These are not random symptoms. They are your body talking to you, and that's why caring for our body, our mind, and our spirit isn't just about feeling good. It's about protecting our health from the inside out. When all three, mind, body, and spirit, are cared for, we become whole. When one is neglected, we feel the imbalance. Being out of balance does not always mean we are falling apart. Sometimes it just means we've been running too hard without checking in with ourselves. How can we restore balance? There is power in awareness. Awareness has the power to restore balance. In fact, it's the first and most essential step toward healing and toward reaching balance. Oftentimes, we move through life on autopilot, unaware that something inside of us is running low or is out of sync.
The invitation tonight is, let's notice. Let's be aware of when something in us feels off. Start asking yourself, what part of me needs attention? That's called self-care. And in 2025, society calls self-care selfish. That is furthest from the truth. Self-care is one of the most important things a person can service themselves through. Because the second you forget about yourself, what good are you to anybody else? Think about it. When you get on a plane, what does the flight attendant say? Buckle up? Yeah, that's great. But what about those oxygen masks? If there's an emergency and those oxygen masks come down and you're a caregiver, you have to put the mask on first. Because you're no good to your kid if you're dead. This is really what they're saying. If you pass out, you're no good to your kid. You don't take care of yourself, how can you be a real, true, authentic service to anyone else? Getting back into balance doesn't require big dramatic change. Sometimes it's the small, powerful impact we can make in our own life. Here are 3 examples. Take a walk outside without your cell phone.
It gets old.
Oh my God.
You're kidding me.
Who knew? Here's another example. Take 5 deep breaths before you check your email. And here's the third one. Journal before you go to bed instead of scrolling on social media. Your smartphone, you go to the notes section or the journaling section. Voice your thoughts into that journal or that note. Say everything you feel. Let it out. By the time you know it, you have said paragraphs that are now in your phone that are not up here. That is its own medicine. That is one of the most manual ways to calm down, is to literally voice out the chaos. Once it's out, it's out. These are reasons to consider trying. But as long as I'm trying, I'm going to keep going.